Hey guys, what's going on? Today we're going to be checking out the new JBL Tune Beam headphones, and we're going to be seeing how they sound, how they are to use, and if I think you should get them. All that soon to come, but if you guys could please like and subscribe, that would really help me out as a small creator. I'm so close to 1,000 subscribers, and every single one really does help. So if you could do that, that'd be awesome. But with all that out of the way, let's get into this. Okay, to start out with, let's get into the most important part. How do they sound? And I think they actually sound really great. Maybe not as good as Apple's AirPod Pros, but definitely like pretty good. I think they're way better than almost anything else I've seen from JBL or other companies, and I think that you would definitely be happy with them. They have a great deal of dynamic range and great instrument separation, and even when they're in like noise canceling mode, you still do get a fair amount of dynamic range. I will say when they're in ambient aware or talk through, it's pretty bad, but we'll get into that later. They also function as a wireless headset, and to get you guys to hear how that sounds, I'm going to record a small audio clip with them on right now, so let's put these on and get them set up. Testing. This is a test of the JBL Tune Beam headphones, just trying to get you guys a feel of how they sound. I think they sound pretty good, definitely good enough to have a conversation or something on, so should be good. But yeah, there's a clip of that. Okay, now with that out of the way, let's get into the other important parts. How are they to use day to day? So to start out with, they are incredibly comfortable. I will say that their shape is very reminiscent of Apple's AirPod Pro design, and I think that as someone who uses those daily, I definitely take it basically I'm used to it, so when I put these in, very comfortable. They stay in my ears really well, even while like eating and like talking and stuff like that. So I don't think you should have any like issues with that. They're very lightweight, and the case also is incredibly small. Like definitely small enough to just keep in your pocket, which I know JBL has had some issues with on other headphones. As for build quality, they feel incredibly sturdy. They slip really well in and out of their little case. Very compact, and they're IP54 rated, so definitely good enough for like sweat or anything like that. I wouldn't take them in a pool, obviously, but like I think if you're gonna work out, go to the sauna, stuff like that, you shouldn't have any issues at all, which I think is basically all I would want from them. The play pause buttons can be reconfigured in the app, and they aren't physical, so they're not physical buttons, but they are pretty sensitive, and when you press them, you get feedback when they like register a press. So I think that as long as you're like good with that, they're definitely like usability wise perfectly fine, and they connect to your phone really easily, and there's no issue like maintaining Bluetooth connection or anything while using them, which I found to be a problem on some like lower tier headphones. As for battery life, they last for about 12 hours in year, and the case itself has 36 hours, so you should definitely have plenty of listening time to charge them. I mean, I don't know, probably like once a week or so, depending on how much usage you put into them, but definitely long enough to get you through a day or anything like that. As for the things they could improve on, I think the first would be is that to put sensors in it, so when you pull it out of your ear, it pauses. I know that that's a higher end feature, and JBL does have it on some of their products, and this is like $50, not that expensive. I really think it would push them to the next level and be an incredible value add. The other thing that they could work on is JBL's talk-through functionality. So they've got two versions of it. They got ambient aware, which puts like louder sounds in, and then talk-through, which puts in almost all sounds. These, I think I've talked about it in some other videos, but these are just pretty terrible. It's just so far and away. Like Apple's is seamless and works amazingly, and this is, I mean, it's $50, so I understand it, but at the same time, the functionality is so bad that I almost wish that they just didn't bother with it. It's like the talk through, you can't change the volume, and by default the volume is incredibly low. So yeah, you can hear everything else going on around you, but you can barely hear your music, so like what's the point? In their ambient aware system, it does pipe in outside sounds that are louder, and you can still change the volume, which is nice, but it ruins the sound quality and just like neuters the bass completely. So your music sounds high and tinny, and actually I made a shorts unboxing this, and I thought that sound quality was like terrible, and I was like, what's going on? And I realized it's because the ambient aware is on by default. So I definitely would recommend going into the app and turning it off, because it just, I think it's terrible. But if you turn that off, and even the noise cancellation I think is pretty good, so I wouldn't like discount using that, but just I would highly recommend turning ambient aware and talk through off by default and just leaving it there, because just it's so bad. Other than that though, I think these headphones are really good. I think that they fit in your ears really well, and they stay in really well. They have a choice of ear tips they come with. The case is awesome, and just it feels like a quality product, and it definitely feels well in your hand. Like everything feels really solid. I think that if you are going to look in this price range, might be good to check out other JBL offerings or even any other brand too. I've just had a lot of experience with JBL and get like some just, I think that maybe checking it out, see if you have different shapes that you prefer would be a good idea. But other than that, I think that I would definitely recommend you buying these, and I think that they're quality product actually. Yep, that's pretty much all I have for today. If you guys could please like and subscribe, as I said earlier, that'd really help me out as a smaller creator. It really would. But other than that, have a good day. See you later.